We'll dedicate the class for complete salvation to all of the family of Yafa bat Miriam, to Moshe ben Yafa, Nomi bat Yafa, Chezkel Chezi ben Yafa, and Yonatan ben Yafa, to all of those children to find their way in life, to get married, to build kosher houses in Eretz Israel with good parnasa, ashirut kedusha, health and happiness. So we learned yesterday on mitzvah Teshuva that a person, again in the holy language, in Lashon HaKodesh, every word got a meaning. It's called Teshuva, means to come back to Hashem. You need to come back. To come back to where? The Zohar Kadosh is saying, to the place that you came from. That's the place that you should come back to do Teshuva. Who are you? You're a person before of the Teshuva. Who are you? You need to go back to who that you were. That's Teshuva. Teshuva is to come back. You're going to make a comeback. You're going to make a comeback. That's it, you see? L'chen v'asheker hazeh, chen hasheker fell to the nations. When you come back to be who that you are, then you can find Hashem. When a person is still a liar, when a person is still hiding himself, denying who that he is, and is not aware to himself, so it's not about Teshuva. You haven't came back yet. You haven't came back to who that you are, to who that you were when you were young, when you were a kid, when you were so innocent, when you were so pure, when you didn't have no distractions of to be who that you were. You were just happy. Just smiling and happy. If you feel some pain, so you cry, and after a minute, that's it. You come back to your happiness, to your joy, it goes chedvat chaim, the satisfaction from life and happiness. Don't need much, just happy, eating some small things and drinking water and happy. Don't need beers and Coca-Cola, and can be happy with simple things, just like in the childhood, just a little bit of petal juice. How you say petal? Petal, people say? Roseberry juice, raspberry juice. Simple things, you're not asking for much. In the birthdays of the children, I'm talking on normal children, I'm not talking about children that are suffering from horrible education in front of the television 24/7. Simple children, you ask him what you want for your birthday. A ball, a book, he doesn't need much. And a person, when he grow up and he start to see the world and see other people and what they have in their lives, and they're looking and searching, so then you don't know what gonna fulfill you and what gonna satisfy you. And no matter what you're gonna have, you're gonna only want more and more, because the eyes are always open and always searching and looking for more, and they cannot be full. Ein lo yodat sova, can never be full. Always ask for more, always need for more. Beten reshaim tichsar, the stomach of evil people, always empty, always needs more and more and more. And the person is falling to that place that he becomes to be like Rasha, that he's evil. Why he's evil? Not because he's really evil, just because that his mind is not focused on the purpose. So he already went off the way. He's already not on the right way. He's already not on the path of purity, of holiness, kedusha, betara. So he already lost the light of his soul. So how are you going to find something that you never saw? It's not an option. You need to find the light that you lost, the sparks that you lost, who that you were, who that you are inside. That inner child, that simple person that you have inside of yourself, that's who that you really are. You just need to admit, that's me. That's me. This is me. I'm enjoying from those stupid things. That's me. I can do those things and it makes me happy. I'm not a genius. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a simple person, and I like it. And that's who I am. And And when you're going to understand that, and you come back to be who that you are. So Hashem's light is with you. Hashem's light is illuminating from inside, and that's it. And you're not the same person that you were before of your tshuva. You're a different person. Why? Because now Hashem is with you. Why Hashem is with you now? Why Hashem couldn't be with you before? Because before you were lying to yourself. First step, you were lying. You were a liar. And when you just admit, that's me, I have a stupid laugh, I don't know how to laugh, I don't know how to tell jokes, so that's me, I have a crooked smile. That's me, that's me. That's me. When you admit, so you started to walk in the path of truth, so Hashem Yitbarach is with you. Because His seal is a seal of truth, Chotamo Emet. Immediately when you say, that's me. What you do when you do tshuva, you confess, you stand with courage, and you admit, you say, yes, I sinned. I made that horrible mistake. That's me. I was wrong. I remember myself in the beginning of my tshuva, I was going and asking forgiveness from friends on things that I've done. That was how I woke up to do tshuva. I felt wrong with myself. I felt bad that I was lying, that I was cheating, that I was doing bad things, that I was thinking not from my inside, that I was afraid all of the time, and I was deciding and choosing my path out of fear, and out of I think that fear is the main thing that takes people from faith. This is why when always people are talking to me about tshuva, mir'ah, tshuva out of fear, it's so not an option for me, because fear for me is not allowed. It's not allowed to be afraid, for sure. Even you want to, I can understand to respect Hashem with all of your powers. I understand. To be afraid of Hashem, I don't know. I never found it. I never felt it. I remember once, I told you that once, if you remember, that I was about to pray mincha. I was just standing in the room in my house, and I just said the word Hashem. I wanted to say Sfatay Tiftach, but I couldn't talk anymore. Just really, I had some kind of fear or something that I couldn't talk. I just felt, who am I standing in front of? And I couldn't take a word out of my mouth. I felt such a disgrace. But I think that it's more disgrace, busha. I felt ashamed. I don't think that it was fear so much, like to be afraid of Hashem. Whenever I feel some fear, I'm saying to myself, you need to break it. That's it. Every time it's written, לעולם ירגיז אדם יצר טוב על יצר רע. You need to make your יצר הטוב, your good will, angry on your bad will. What does it mean? We're not allowed to be angry. But when you see that yetzer hara is playing on you, he's joking at you, he's making fun of you, you need to be angry on your yetzer hara, on yourself, that you were so stupid that you let your yetzer hara play with you so much. To hurt other people, to ignore other people, not to listen, not to care. So then you put a fight against your yetzer hara. You make yourself angry on the fact that you failed. You're not chasing yourself, you're not blaming yourself, slaughtering yourself and killing yourself on your mistakes. You just fight against the yetzer hara, not to let it be, not to let it fail you again. And then you see that you have some lacking, you see that you fall to angers, you see you fall to depression, to sadnesses. So get angry on that and be strong against that and be happy. Now put the stereo on and put music and dance until you won't have a drop, a slice of anger inside of yourself. Nothing. Tiny crumb of anger that you won't have. Just be full of happiness, full of joy, and you need to fight for that, because yetzer hara is also he's fighting hard. To do tshuva, it's to come back to who that you were before that you fell to all of the husks, to all of the blockings, to all of the fears, to all of the anxieties, to all of the angers, to all of the frustrations, to all of the depressions and sadnesses and all of those bad reactions from life. To that place of confidence, like a little kid that is not worried about parnasa. He's not afraid what's going to be with money. He's not afraid, he's not thinking about it, because he knows that when he's hungry, he's saying, Father, can I eat something? Mother, can I eat something? And usually he receives it. So he's calm, he's relaxed. He doesn't need to pay mortgages and to buy lands and properties and to pay taxes and to IRS are on his tail. He doesn't have all of those things. When we're going to come back to who that we were before, we won't have those things also. Because then you're going to count on Hashem. You won't count on your Father, you're going to count on Father in heaven. And Father in heaven can take you out like a black hair from a cup of milk. It just can take you out, can redeem you. Hashem Goel Israel, He redeems Am Israel now, in the present. Whenever you want to get close to Hashem Yitbarach, Hashem is helping you with that. He gives you a hand. Whenever you want to count on Hashem, Hashem is going to be there for you to support you. Abotach b'Hashem chesed yisovevenu. If you count on Hashem, kindness is going to surround you. You need to believe in that, and the proof, the evidence that you believe is that you're going to try that. But you're going to try to count on Hashem Yitbarach, and then you're going to see miracles. Miracles on top of miracles. You're going to see one miracle on top of another miracle, and another miracle going to happen to you, and you're going to have so much help from heaven, siyata dishmaya, in everything you're going to do. In everything you're going to do. You're going to see the face of Hashem illuminates to you from your life, from inside. You're going to understand yourself, and you're going to be happy. You're going to feel brave, and you're going to have confidence. You're going to say, wow, thank you Hashem, you gave me that courage to stand and to admit and to do teshuva and to confess and to dare to make another step. And going to give you power, going to give you happiness, inner joy. You're going to feel success. You're going to feel success in your private life. Not fake success from outside that people comes to you and tell you, wow, thank you, yeshar koach, and you feel so empty inside. That's not success. Even if you're in the highest places of them all, and people tells you, people commit suicide from the highest buildings that they owned. Why? Because they felt empty from inside. And you cannot fulfill that emptiness until you have an inner light, until you find your soul. Until you find yourself, until you feel that you're not a liar, until you feel that you're not betraying who that you are. Because when you're still lying to yourself, so you're a liar. No matter how many people are going to tell you that you're amazing, that you're charming, that you're so kind, so nice, and you know that you're a liar, so it doesn't worth nothing. But when you work on your truth, no matter what people are going to tell you, you wouldn't care at all. Because you know the truth. People can tell me things today about myself. I don't even hear them because I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing it. I don't care. They can talk. They can talk. They can say whatever they want. I know what I'm doing. I know how many hours I spend in the field, which words I choose to pray, what were the prayers that Hashem gave me. The heart wanted to achieve some things, and that's the path that Hashem took me. I know what I asked for and I know what I'm receiving, so I know that Hashem is helping me. If I would go without prayers and suddenly you find yourself somewhere, okay, you can start to ask, what am I doing here? But if you pray on one thing and suddenly you received, so that's the thing that you received. Like that example that we said about the Shiur. If you just said, Hashem, help me, and someone knocks on your door and tells you, hey, I have a Shiur for you, you still can ask, is that the miracle from Hashem? Was that the thing that I was asking for or not? Because you just said, Hashem, help me, generally. But if you said, Hashem, please help me to find my Shiur, I want to get married, and then someone knocks on the door and say, hey, I have a Shiur for you, you don't have no questions on that situation anymore. Because it's very clear for you that it's a miracle from Hashem. Why? Because your prayer was precise. Because you were praying like you should pray. So then when Hashem is answering to you, the bounty comes exactly into the vessels. And that's it. And it's fixed. This is why we need to be strong and to pray. This is why when you pray and you receive and you've been answered, now you have confidence. You know, oh, look, Hashem is helping me in this and in that, and I see miracles on those amazing things, so I can push forward in other ways also. If I was praying on Shalom Bayit and suddenly I saw miracles on Shalom Bayit, so now when I lack of Parnasah, I can also pray on Parnasah, because I have my experience. I learned from my life experience that when you pray, Hashem is answering you. So then you take that wisdom and you put it and plant it in all of your life, and that's it. And you live in the garden of faith. You live in an amazing garden. And everything is blooming and everything is growing and everything smells so good, and you have fruits all over the place. Whatever you need, you can pick, you can just choose, you can enjoy. You have friends with you, you have help from heaven, you have everything you need. You need a rich person, you have a rich person. You need someone that knows about computers, suddenly you have a person that knows about computers. You need someone to teach halakha, suddenly is coming someone that's going to teach your son for bar mitzvah. You have someone to teach for bar mitzvah. You have siyata dishmaya, everything you need. You need some mikubal to pray on you in Bnei Brak, you have that also. You have everything you need. Why you need that? Why you have that? Because Hashem is with you. Hashem wants you to have everything you need, so you have everything you need. Why? Because you pray. Because you throw yourself to the field and you pray, and you do care about other people, and you give your heart to other people, so Hashem sees that. It's not that people can see that. People can see that because Hashem gives them the eye to see that. If Hashem will not going to open their eyes, Amar Rabbi Binyamin, Rabbi Binyamin said, all of Am Yisrael are in the aspect of blind people. They're all blind until Hashem comes and opens their eyes. He's opening their eyes. They cannot see until Hashem opens their eyes. So if people can see you, if people can care about you, if people listen to you, if people they love you, it's only because Hashem gave them a heart. Don't look at people. Don't say, no, look, that person, he done so many favors to me, I owe him my life, and now you're going to destroy your life helping that person. He owed you from a different lifetime. This is why he paid so much. You don't know. Maybe you don't owe him nothing. Maybe he still owes you. You don't know how Hashem is charging and how Hashem is checking who owes who what. You don't know. It's all Hashem. You need to believe. And always when you have an opportunity to do good, do good. It's not a question. For sure that if you can do something good for that person, you should do it. But not as an obligation. No, look, he saved my life, he helped me, he gave me a hand, he was there for... Okay, so be there for him, but don't choke your life now because that person, it's comfortable for him. I know a person that he's 60 years old, that he's about to get married this week. His mother, she's over 90. She's not allowing him to get married. She's not allowing him to get married. From the day that his father passed away, and his wife, first wife, they divorced. They divorced. His mother is not allowing him to get married. Can you understand something like that? They came to me, that couple, they asked me, should we get married? I said, of course, why not? She's 50 something and he's 60. They want to get married. Both religious, want to live, he's a Baal Teshuva. They said, but his mother, she's not allowing him to get married. I told him, who cares what his mother she's saying? Who cares? Where is it? How it fits the equation, the mishvah, how you can put it in, what's the connection? No connection, no connection, who cares? No, but she's telling him no, but she's saying no. Who cares? You need to listen to the voice of Hashem. Hashem is talking to you from inside. You found someone, you want to get married, you have a decision that you want to get married, you want to go somewhere with your life, go! Hashem is saying to Avraham Avinu, and Avraham Avinu for us is the symbol. He's the role model. Avraham Avinu, he is for us the light of faith. He's our teacher. He is our father. He's everything. He's the example, the best example. And Hashem is telling him, listen, you have to leave your parents' house. You need to move on in your life. You have to build your own house. You have to do it. And we're talking in weird situations, and we're talking in the most kosher and balanced situations. Also, you have to be brave to be who that you are. Your parents want you to be a doctor, your parents want you to be a lawyer. Okay, but you want to make videos, you want to make films. You have a soul of an artist, you don't have a soul of a lawyer. But your parents, they want the best for you, that you're going to have a good partner. They're right, but I'm not able to. So I'm apologizing. And I'm moving to the dorms in Jerusalem, and I'm learning in the Emuna Center, and that's it, and I don't have a choice. Because my soul is calling me from inside. And I have to complete myself, I have to complete my tikkun. And even if I won't be a lawyer, and even if my father is going to be angry at me, so what? You think my parents weren't angry at me when I started my tshuva? They didn't know where to hold me. I'm taller than them, so they couldn't choke me. They didn't know what to do. They couldn't handle my tshuva. They could not handle my tshuva. They wanted to kill me, they wanted to die. Literally, they wanted to die. They saw their son, they all had so many imaginations on me. He gonna be so drunk and happy. They lived in a dream and they're still in that dream. But I cannot stay part of that dream. So they wanted me to be a lawyer. So what? What's my connection to that? There's nothing between me and to be a lawyer. Nothing. I can never be a good lawyer. Nothing. I can spend the money of every lawyer. That I can do. I can waste the money of every lawyer. The richest lawyer, I can spend all of his money in a day. That's not a problem for me. I can use his money. I can use his services. So they can want you to be they can want you to that you're going to be a Talmid Chacham, that you're going to be a genius, that you're going to illuminate the world with the light of Torah, that you're going to be the Rabbi Akiva Iger of this generation. So what? And you're not able to do that. And your soul wish to go to the fields and to do it bodeduyot and to pray and to cry on Am Yisrael and to say Tikkun HaKlali in Mesirut Nefesh. And for them it's Bitul Torah. What? You were finishing 7 pages of Gemara, Rashi, Tosfot every day, and today you just say Tikkun HaKlali and you read some Likutei Tefillah. What happened to you? Are you crazy or Meshuga? Yes, I am. Accept it already. You're denying you have a Meshuga son, a Breslev, a Meshuga. Nothing to do. Nothing can help. Nothing gonna help. I like to learn some Shulchan Aruch. I like to learn some. I'm saying Tehillim every day. That's my connection to the Torah. What do you want? What else can I do? I don't feel my connection in the other books. And the Gemara is saying, Le'olam ilmad adam b'makom shelibo chafetz. A person have to learn in the place that he feels a desire to learn in that place. You cannot learn things that are boring you. You cannot. You can do it a day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, that's it. Then you're out. Who can learn something that is boring him? Only someone or he's afraid. He doesn't have a choice. He's afraid what people are going to tell him. So he's sitting and learning how to become a lawyer, how to become a doctor. He's afraid what he's going to do with Parnassah. He's afraid what his parents are going to tell him. He's afraid what his wife is going to tell him. He's afraid and afraid. To be afraid, it's to sin. To be afraid, it's to sin. Mitzvah mideoraita lo taguru mipnei ish. You're not allowed to be afraid of no one. Ish, it's even a kosher man. Ish been said on Shimon veLevi. Kosher people, you're not allowed to be afraid of them. The tzaddik told you need to do this for your tikkun, and you're not able to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be afraid of him. I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to him. And if he doesn't have no more time to talk to me, so I'm going to think about it myself. I'm going to pray on it. I'm not going to be afraid. No, Harav said, Harav Amar. Bad and bitter. Harav Amar. Bad and bitter. It's not the Rabbi said. It's Rav Amar. It's bad and bitter. You need to be strong to believe in yourself. How can it be? All of the tzaddikim are telling that they went to the fields and they were crying and crying rivers of tears. Until you come back to who that you are, you cannot take one drop of tears down to the ground. You're not able. When you're separated from yourself, you can never cry. You have an ice box inside. You cannot cry. You don't feel nothing. You're just angry and you're sad and you want to revenge and to curse everyone. You don't have faith. Faith and confidence in Hashem Yitbarach, it's only when you find Hashem. Where can you find Him? Inside. Asuli mishkan v'shachanti betocham. You do everything you can do, and I'm going to come to live inside of you, Hashem is saying. And then Hashem, you feel it. You feel Him from inside. Suddenly, You feel that light is surrounding you, that it's light of Hashem is wrapping you, give you courage, give you powers, makes you brave to take brave decisions, to go, to achieve goals in life, to be like those heroes of power that can go and cross the desert, can walk on barefoot, not afraid of no one, not afraid of enemies, not afraid of economic situations, not afraid of nothing, just go. And if you see you're afraid, no harm is done, nothing happened. Pray on it. Go to Hashem with your fears like David HaMelech. David HaMelech is screaming out of his fears to Hashem. He's not afraid to admit that he is afraid now. He's going and he's talking on his fears to Hashem Yitbarach and say, Hashem, I'm afraid. Hashem, save me. Hashem, give me powers. Hashem, give me courage. Hashem, give me powers. Give me chazek oti. Strengthen me. Let me believe in myself. Let me find myself. Let me be who that I am. Let me find myself. Those words, when a person is praying, those words are so strong, so strong. They're not opening the gates only for you. They're opening the gates for people that are afraid to pray. They're opening the gates to give courage and power to people that are scared, that are terrified, like snails in their shell. Cannot move, scared to move. People are shaking in the houses, scared, afraid. Every phone call, they're terrified. No one is calling and they're terrified. Someone walking the stairway. Someone, what's going on? Who is it? Running to that hole, looking. Who is it? Nothing. Nothing moves in your building, never. And he's terrified. Terrified. It's a sin. And you need to be angry on that Yetzer Hara that makes you afraid so much. People are asking, should I go to Shidduchim? Should I? What? Of course you should. No questions. Should I move to Eretz Israel? Is it a question? Are you crazy? To even talk about that? What do you lack of? You have an apartment, you have a yeshiva, you have everything. What else you need? What else you need? A promise that you're going to have money? Do you have that promise over there in the United States? That everything is so shaky over there? I told you, I met a person in Uman, he told me, I'm afraid to move to Eretz Israel. I don't know if we're going to have Parnasa. I told him, what are you doing now in the United States? He said, I'm cleaning buildings. So, let's say you're running a business, okay, I'm afraid, you're afraid to close your business, to open it in Eretz Israel, you're not sure. Okay, I understand your Yetzer Hara. He's cleaning buildings. Come, we have a lot of buildings, come clean the Emuna Center, we'll pay you. What's the problem? What's the problem to clean buildings in Eretz Israel? You don't have enough buildings? If you're ready to work, you're afraid not to have Parnasa. If you're ready to work, if you're lazy and your mother is paying all of your expenses and you live in their villa somewhere, okay, I understand. Okay, that I can understand. You're lazy, so admit, say I'm lazy. Don't ask me if you should move to Eretz Israel. Say, listen, I'm lazy. I'm not able to move myself from the TV. I'm not able from nothing. I'm going once a week to the park, once a week to the pubs, once a week to the swimming pool. That's my life. I'm not able to do more than, okay, I'm going to pray for you. Don't ask, should I? You're not there yet. If you would understand, if Am Yisrael would understand what's going to happen when the kibbutz, when the group going to grow here, everyone would run to Eretz Israel. They would sell everything and come. With nothing in their pockets, they would come. Because when the group is growing, so the light is illuminating to distance that none of us is able to achieve by himself. Never. When we're cooperating, when we're holding hands together, it's like mamash. I cannot describe it. We can reach such far places because everyone with his talents, and it's also it's a natural process, but spiritually it's breaking all borders, all walls, all curtains going to be removed. when we're just going to hold hands together and going to cooperate from here. You think you need money to live here in Eretz Israel? It's a mistake. I'm sorry. And you should learn from a person that got experience in that, how you said, area. I bought houses with no money. And I understand that it's hard for you to believe. So, yeah, but in the end you got the money, because or else how you... Yeah, in the end I received the money, but I didn't have it when I signed the contract. When I went to do it Bodeduyot, to buy a house, I didn't have the money to buy that house. When I wanted to buy a car, I didn't go to a place that you go and buy cars. I didn't came with my credit card to buy a car. I went to the field and I was doing it Bodeduyot on that car. And you remember that as my students, that you came and we sat and you saw and you heard from me everything we're achieving with prayers. Everything we're achieving with prayers. Only with prayers. You want to come to Eretz Israel? No problems. You need to pray on that subject every day, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, until you're going to have enough courage to do that. Not until you're going to have the money. Until you're going to believe in yourself that this is what that you want to do, and that you're important enough to help yourself to complete what that you want to achieve, and you're just going to dare and do it. What you wait for what to happen? There's nothing to wait. You think only good things going to happen to you over there. You don't see yourself falling in so many things. And I'm talking about moving to Eretz Israel, and I'm talking about committing yourself to Avodat Hashem, to close your eyes, and I'm talking about deciding that from now on you're never going to say no bad comments to your wife no matter what, and I'm talking about being patient with people and not argue with people and not to fight. I'm talking about every aspect that you're afraid to take, that you're afraid to cross, that you're afraid to break. Don't be afraid. The fears are the enemies of the person. You need to be brave and strong, to commit yourself to Avodat Hashem as you feel that Hashem wants from you, and to do it all the way. And then you become to be a hero. Gibore koach oseh devaro lishmoa bekol devaro. Heroes full with powers that keeping His words because they want to listen, to hear His voice, what He's commanding them to do. They cannot hear yet, but they already committed themselves. They're saying, Naaseh v'nishma, we're going to do and then we're going to hear. We'll talk about it from Eretz Israel. Here we're going to have meetings in the Emuna Center. Here we're going to talk about all of your financial situation and all of your problems, your debts. I had a student, he had a debt of $20,000. He told me, I'm moving back to New York. I told him, for what? He said, to pay my debt. I told him, you have money over there in New York? He said, no, I'm going to work over there. I told him, how many months it's going to take you to pay your debt over there in New York? He said, at least 1 year, 1 year and a half, maybe even 2. I told him, you wish. You wish. But even if so give me that time and I promise to you that you're going to pay your debt in that time. He told me, so what I'm going to do meanwhile? I told him, do 6 hours on that thing. After 2 weeks he came to me, he told me that the person that he owed him the money called him, told him what's going on. He started to apologize. He told him, listen, I didn't call about the money. He said, so what do you want? He said, I heard that you're learning Torah and you're getting stronger. I wanted to tell you that I give you that money, I forgive you that debt. I gave Masrot on that. He had a big deal and he gave $20,000 Masrot to that person. And he covered the debt in 2 weeks. He done 2 or 3 times 6 hours it Bodedut. And he covered a debt of $20,000 in 2 weeks. You don't believe it? Try that. If you're going to try, im ta'aminu ta'amenu. If you're going to believe and you're going to try, you're going to see the miracles. People are going to believe in you after it. Thank you. Hazak u'baruch.